night?
Yeah, we have a countdown clock. Try not to look at it too early in the quarter anyway, because 27 minutes takes a long time to count down if I start looking at it then.
You obviously went with 2 extra men back at one stage. Can you paint a bit of a picture of what it was like in the box, phonetic?
Yeah, I think there's certain stages of the game where you just start to defend your lead and try and slow the game down and just stop them getting an opportunity to score again. For most of that last quarter, it was sort of score for score, and we were comfortable with that because we were holding our lead, kept maintaining it. And then with that last 3 or 4 minutes, we just really tried to shut it down and hold on.
When Lacroix kicked his goal, do you think you had it then?
I'm not sure what stage that was. I don't know how long to go. So
that was about 22 minutes in.
And was that back out to 15 or something?
21. 21.
Yeah, well, yeah. Probably when it got to that, you start to think they need to score a couple of really quick goals to give themselves enough time to then get the next one. So it was sort of leaning towards more our advantage.
How significant was the effort of Jack Darling in the last quarter with the 2 of those first 3 goals, one from a massive contested mark, and Josh Kennedy getting back out on the ground after that big head clash in the first quarter?
They were both obviously huge efforts. Josh was pretty distraught when he got his knock, and really, I didn't think he'd be able to play out the whole game. And we weighed that up about subbing him out late in that first quarter, and then we said we'd wait till quarter time and check, and he was keen to try to keep going, see how he went. So it was a big effort, and to contribute the way he did. Darling, that last quarter really highlighted the player he is going to be as he develops more.
John, have you given Josh Kennedy the first 5 or 6 minutes of that second quarter to prove himself?
Yeah, pretty much. We had to see if he could comfortably contribute on the field. It was a big effort.
And was that his effort to sort of set up Nico's sort of first goal of the quarter? That I think was the first of the 8 that you scored. Was that what convinced you that he was right to go?
I can't really remember. No, it was more getting feedback from the physios, the docs, via Josh. Just say,
Was that the same eye you heard a few weeks ago about?
Don't know.
I don't know. You've guided your team from the preliminary final. How does it feel?
We've got a big week ahead.
Can you just talk about the challenge
the
players now?
Yeah, really our players have treated every week as a challenge. Every opposition has a different group presenting us with a challenge to see where we're at. So we played Geelong at the MCG, and that's another new challenge for us. We don't play Geelong at the MCG very often, and we look forward to that.
Do you feel like you deserve to make a prelim given the season you've had?
No, you never deserve anything in this game. You get what you work for. We didn't start the year thinking we deserved anything other than what we're prepared to work hard for, and I think the players have earned the right to play in this week's game.
John, was it just fatigue there in the last quarter that led to sort of Coxie and Glassy sort of making crucial mistakes that led to goals for them?
That would probably be the biggest factor. Yeah, that was a pretty flying game, obviously.
And Coxie as well, he came in under a cloud with back spasms.
Obviously Kerr and Cox coming in and playing under a bit of duress. Even Beau Waters had a bit of a sore back as well. Big efforts by those guys.
Are you worried, given those factors, that they were close enough if you tied it all to get you in the last quarter?
Yeah, well, you don't really go through. That doesn't go through your head other than trying to get everything right. We tried to get Nat Nui back on the ball late in the game. Got Cox off. We'd talked about getting Kennedy off late. Lacroix was a bit sore late, but so different guys had to just stand up and stay out there. You're limited with what you can do, but we knew the boys would just do everything and give everything they had.
Kerr's second quarter, when you'd had a pretty jittery start, he seemed to really steady your midfield. All his possessions were pretty sure, and he did a bit of damage.
We know he's a top line player, so it was great to have him back out there. And even in that first quarter, even though we went in a few goals down, we'd evened up the game in terms of the amount of footy we had and getting it forward. So we certainly believe that if we maintain that pressure, scoring would be would be open for us.
Your finals with Geelong from years ago, you've obviously got a great record that we talked about a lot. Any psychological advantage at all these years later?
No, that won't come into our thinking and our planning. We'll stick with what the boys have challenged themselves with all year.
John, was Nick a bit out of sorts, or was he simply still fatigued after carrying the ruck against the Magpies last week?
No, he didn't have his best game tonight. Still did a couple of his tackles and efforts to pinch the ball back were outstanding. So, no, we're quite happy that Nick just took it a little bit easier tonight.
Will you be better next week for the run you had on the MCG last week?
No doubt. Yeah, I think that the players just to at least have played a game within the last fortnight is handy for us.
And how significant is it for the players to taste the finals winning?
I don't know. It's obviously they worked hard to win that game today. It was a finals game. It's really highlighting that the belief they've had in each other all year is not just belief about let's have a go. It is we're good enough as well. So they're looking forward to, as I said, big challenge this week.
Now that you're in this spot, you're in the preliminary final. Do you sense that the players feel that there's a chance now to, who knows, steal the premiership here?
They just want to play next week, play Geelong, and our focus is not on what rewards are beyond that.
What's your major message to the players, though, now that they are in this position?
Pretty much prepare and focus on bringing the same intensity that they've brought for the last 24 games to this week's game.
A lot of people will say you've got nothing to lose. How do you address that about it being a free hit?
I don't really understand what that means.
You've got everything to lose, in other words, then?
No, we've got a game of footy to play. Don't take anything on in life if you're worried about failing. But that's all that people are saying.
John, is there any concern that the lump on Josh's face is any more than just a lump? No worries about a fracture or anything?
Yeah, we'll have to get that assessed. So that's always a risk that there is a fracture. So we'll wait until we get expert advice on that.
Any other injury concerns to come out of it tonight?
Don't think so. No, there was a couple of sore guys. Bo Waters' back went into spasm late in the third, but he played out. So Lacroix just got a knock to the legs. I think everyone's pretty good.
What did you think when you heard the Carlton song start instead of the national anthem before that?
Yeah, no, there was a little bit of conspiracy theory there. Yeah, but I think they were just playing a Carlton song in preparation to have our song ready for post game.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.